Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Play action now with Rodgers. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for Pittsburgh, and even 30 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's a Steeler first down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
To the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Warren. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Tackled back at the 7-yard line. 3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. That's hauled in at the 2.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers have their first lead of the new year They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. Good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. 27-yard line. Rodgers on 1st down. A pass taken in by Johnson. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
To the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. 3rd and inches. We'll try and run it here with Warren. He will have a Steelers 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a win.
Ground on 3rd and short. Gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Finds it alley to the 35. And he'll be taken down. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Moving to his right. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one caught by Lazar. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Looking deep for Lazar. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, New York. And for Justin Fields, that is his 1st touchdown pass. As a New York Jet.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and it will remain a 7-6 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. he's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Gibson to return. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here we go. 222. Go.
Play action now for Fields. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A first down throw for Fields. He's got the big rookie out of LSU, Mason Taylor. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son.
They'll run it out of the gun. And it's Hall. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take it back for a loss of 2. And now you find yourself on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. To start the drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Rodgers. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's Hall from the pistol. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Hall will come in on the tackle.
a gain of 3.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off for Pittsburgh.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
27-yard line.
2nd and inches.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. We're good.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. He'll have a Jets 1st down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Catch made, right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch. But got to finish the play, and on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
Rodgers to throw. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
The master of play action, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler 1st down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Forced out wide. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted her.
Second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Southern Hemisphere and the historic city of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Game number 2 on this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Pacheco to begin the drive. He can't get him down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert off the bootleg. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Being chased out left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie. Attack. Yellow. Easy.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the
back to Hampton on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll dump this out to Hampton, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A little juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Chargers 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Out of the gun, Herbert. Dancing to his left. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
43! 43! Hero 15!
Now here's Mahomes. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
15! Hey, 15! 15! 15! 15! 15! Easy! Easy!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
15!
Throwing on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Ducker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Again, it's Hampton. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A give right side for Pacheco. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Tyquan Thornton, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on it.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. This is 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A solid stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Herbert now. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. We'll call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Harris running straight ahead.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
They'll chuck this one down to Hampton.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the 50, here's Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Shoves him aside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
31, Chargers 13.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 43.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Pacheco. And he'll get closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. From his own end zone, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And the Chargers first down.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Panthers are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Brian Robinson. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Commanders get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers.